So we're at Hellingley Country Park today,
Good.
which is a sort of semi-urban um, park. We're parked up by the community centre. There was a soft article that he sniffed there. Scent article start. The trail's about 30 minutes old, and it's approximately 800 metres. So he starts off quite well here, gets the right direction. We have a junction coming up, bit of a crossroads and a junction for him to work. So he heads in the right direction there. So he's given me an indication initially that that's the way to the right there. Again, another look. But he's particularly sniffy today.
Tough junction, this.
And peeing on everything. There's highly distracting. Lots of dogs walk this area. Lots of dog pee all over the place, and he's quite distracted. So I give him quite a lot of line, just so he can work the direction of the trail, and he heads off down this way. And like I say, he's already given me an indication that it's before that sign there, and to the right. But I let him sort of work it out, and he gives me a negative straight on, and there's a negative there, and now he heads in the right direction of the trail. He moves over to the left there, which is the direction of the trail, and another little head turn there, which indicates to me that it is towards the left that the trail is, and again there. So he moves to go towards the trail, but because he got tangled up, I kind of blocked the way he needed to go. So then now he's moving in the wrong direction, but he's given me some negative indications that it's not that way. So he starts coming back, and again he heads towards the direction of the trail. Again, he's picked up the scent of some dog pee, so I've just given him a little physical correction on his side, but now he just sees it as a bit of a game, so he goes back there having a sniff.
He thinks that's a new game.
And there he heads in the right direction, but again he's just picking up all the distracting dog pee and peeing on it. Now he heads in the right direction on the trail through the sort of semi-wooded area. It's not too bad underfoot. The weather today was a bit cloudy. It's quite blustery, about 24 mile an hour winds with gusts up to about 34, so it was quite breezy. It's not too bad underfoot. It's not as damp, as muddy as I thought it was going to be. Must be sort of well drained, but yeah, it wasn't as damp. So he's heading in the right direction. I'm keeping quite a shortish line because of the trees. I didn't want to get tangled up. So he's doing well here. He's heading in the right direction, but again he's sniffing everything. Heavily contaminated area with dog wee and dog smells, squirrels, and the like. But he's on track at the moment. He's on point. He's not too far off. I'm just letting him work this junction, giving him a bit of line for him to work it. And my fault as well, but he was getting quite tangled up today. So handler error in respect to that. So letting him work the junctions. He's back on track now, heading in the right direction. Again, all these smells distracting him. He knows which way to go. He's just picking up the smells. Molehills there. So giving him enough line. Another junction-ish here, either left or right. So I let him work it. Again, more distracting dog wee. So once I give him a correction, then as soon as he gets working again, then there's lots of praise. So another junction coming up now, which he takes really well. So here I should have kept, I was kind of stopped while he was sniffing. Probably good to keep moving at that point because he's just smelling dog wee. So if I keep moving, then that's going to get him moving. So he's heading in the right direction. Bit of a distraction coming up on the right. Couple of dogs on the field, which he's spotted there. But again, you can see he's working this trail. Nice negative indication there. And so yeah, he spots the dogs. Bit of a distraction. His head looks straight ahead there, which to me indicates that, you know, again, that's the general direction that he needs to be going. Again, he can see the dogs running in the field, so he's a bit distracted. Goes back, gets tangled up. Looking at the dogs in the field. Having a sniff round the trees.
Come on, you.
And another wee.
I'm hoping he'll grow out of that when he's no longer.
Now he's off again.
He piddles less as he gets more into it.
Good negative indication there.
Very tangled today.
Again, my fault. He gets tangled up a little bit. So again, you can see his nose down. He's just so, it's such a distracting area this for him. So we've got another junction coming up now. So I give him a bit of line. And he's giving me the negative indication. And he works out it's this way. And then nice quick turn there. A lovely turn there. He sort of heads right in the general direction. Given that this trail's 30 minutes old and it's quite blustery, he did really well there. So going across this field, again he's on point. Doing really well for the length of the trail and the age of the trail.
You feel the wind in your face where he went off to the right. It was a sudden gust.
And all the distractions, you know, the smells.
The turn. Amazing.
And what have you.
He was. Yeah.
So I start giving him a bit of line here. I get a little bit tangled, so so I'm going to let the line out, untangle myself.
Line off the ground.
I could have probably stopped him here. No harm in just stopping, which I do there. Untangle the line and then gather some control again before we move on. So again, he's heading in the right direction.
Keep walking, Neil. When Pete
But another wee, surprise, surprise.
If you stop, he thinks that's like carte blanche to do what he likes. But it's very slightly downhill now.
And that's, you know, down to me. If I can keep close to him, then I can give him those corrections and then praise when he gets on the trail. So he overshoots the trail a little bit here. And we think this could have been him possibly picking up Jane's, the instructor's sort of back trail. This is the way that she went back from when she left the trail layer. But he also did spot a squirrel at some point down here, and he has such a high prey drive that he wanted to chase the squirrel. Interestingly, he's turning there, which is the direction where the trail layer is, towards the left. So again, he's trying to head off in that direction, although there's no real safe way of going down there. So he kind of knows which way he needs to be going. Gets a bit tangled up here, chases me round walks me round the tree, so he knows which way he should be going. So he's heading now back where the trail was laid, through the sort of wooded area here. And so he's back on the trail, and we're coming close to the end now, so it's probably about 700 metres. But I'm just giving him enough line to work it. He's doing really well. As I say, we're nearly close to the end of the trail now. When we get to the end of the trail, there is a dog right in front of us, just sort of a dog and their handler. So that distracts him slightly, and also where the trail layer is sat, it was difficult for him to give us sit indication, because it was kind of quite low down and what have you. But just rounding this bend, there is a guy with a border collie, and he spots it now. He's sort of prowling a bit, and he spots the dog there.
Should we just step off the path here?
See him wagging his tail. But also the trail layer is just there on the right hand side, so I should have rewarded him there because he's a bit distracted with the dog, but he comes back and then I reward him.